and then super strong team fighting for G2.
I mean, I see the strong team fighting, I see the scaling that comes with an Ornn, Sivir naturally with an Enchanter. I see GX's ability to spike off that 1-2 item spike deck. G2's in playoff form, that's it. Wrap up the LEC and...
Yeah, there's also molecules in our Slack channel saying, you know, SkewMond is the best jungler in the world. You can just only see it when he's outside Berlin. Oh,
no flashes, they're in trouble. Flash Labrov, ignite first blood with a Galetta Lance. John's going to flash roll with a Boomerang Blade, and an auto Hans gets the second. Noah Arcane shifted forward with 0 mana.
It's a disaster for them. This is not exactly the way. I can understand why you're looking at the dive, right? Because you know as G2 you pushed Isma to that top side of the map. But SkewMond is now losing his entire top side thanks to this going for the dragon.
Well, hang on, Jackie's going to ulti out, dodges the weirding. With that, the burst and the twofold hex, he is dead as Jackie's still not out of trouble yet. Cap's trying to threaten the flash here with his Hextech alternator. It's not up and available.
He needs to be careful of Isma though. Broken Blade spotted him, so Cap's going to have to try and hop on out of here. Does have Pantheon on that bottom side though.
Meanwhile, there we go. There's the dive, comes after the dragon. Anyway, Aqua Prism was too early. Now Noah's exposed. Arcane shifts out of the way. SkewMond waiting for the Q, doesn't need it. The order from Han Summer gets the job done. Meanwhile, Cap's running from his life from a deadly Scorpion as G2 successfully get one. And the next minion wave in means that Noah misses even more.
G2 basically making sure they knew exactly what GIANTX were up for before they commit to anything. Broken Blade on reset from base, checked red buff, saw that Isma was there, chased Isma out of the jungle to guarantee that the rest of the proxy in the wave, and Lot didn't realize the Han Summer was there because the ward didn't spot him, and now Jackie's, oh my.
Twofold Hex, Caps is waiting, he's going to pop them between worlds. Jackie's ulti's out, gets out, Caps under turret, twofold Hex, and the order the pullback. He's clean with it.
You see here, Jackie's tries to use the soul unbound just to try and farm, just to get anything, and Caps goes, great, let's do it. Tries to hop in front of the ultimate, but doesn't even need it. The auto, pullback on the Q, pops the extra damage on the passive. Try and make a play on bot lane, but it is very difficult into the Sivir, and this is what we were talking about in Champ Select, right? The answers into Sivir aren't quite there. And G2 in a fantastic spot. Caps now, a little bit of attention mid.
Yeah, he's just run into this. He goes between the Veil, gets hit by the Scorpion, waiting for the Impale. SkewMond flies on in. Tidal Wave, Impale misses, by the way. SkewMond's already taken the first victim. Wildgrowth gets the knockup. Now Jun's exposed. A squidgy tuna fish. Oh, sashimi almost cut up in front of your eyes. As G2 still find the play, and Isma couldn't mitigate.
Engage Lulu with the Wildgrowth on SkewMond early. So, again, what we said about GIANTX was they have a really good one-item spike.
Yeah.
Like, that's going to be their moment to kind of shine.
Let's get there.
The problem is...
Someone will take that turret down, and Isma, this is all he's been able to do all game.
Yeah.
He's constantly been invading topside because it's the only part of the map that they can get control.
Yeah, and look, sure, but it's not really going to net you anything, right? SkewMond spotting now Jun here as well. May actually just be a solo kill.
Actually, maybe is there a solo kill? Call the Forge God onto Lud. He flashes away. He's up against the wall. He now overheats with Flame Spitter out and active. Ignite down as well as he thinks about going in. But meanwhile, SkewMond found Jun. What is that flying fish doing around Krugs? It's not a zoo. Also shows, and you mentioned, I mean, with Infinity Edge, that 2-item Sivir is too dangerous as Jackie's walks into this against Caps, but as Jackie's runs away, I didn't even see a twofold Hex or a weirding. With that burst and with electrocute back up with Protobelt, there's one of them. You will see a lot of between worlds flash. Jackie's gets out, now has his Mortal Steel ready on Q3, but Cap's already out of the way. Fake Field of potential as this was looking for the play. They're going to chase Caps but lose Herald.
I think they're going to chase Loss and he's going to die.
Oh, Dagda's calling it, and I see call the Forge God. Max range, engage. Lot there, used his flash before. It won't hit, so that's nice. Searing charge won't connect either, but a polymorph from Labrov. Nicely done. Bellows Breath claps him. Han someone with another. 4 of G2 commit to top, and they
reset. You pick up a third item for Han Sama. Like, this is crazy. This is terrifying.
I was crazy once. I don't remember it looking like this, Dagda.
Crazy clean? Is that how it goes?
Yeah, that was crazy once. Start this on spawn.
Yeah. I think if I'm GIANTX, it's, look, we don't have a chance, right? Maybe they want a Hail Mary as they start to group up.
Why not? Send it. If you don't send it now, the game is even more done. Isma's going to come in, but call the Forge God means it was a bait. Isma gets sent in the air between Caps. Oh my God, his ulti. It's a world of difference for G2's mid lane. He already sets it up as Isma's now exposed, left isolated. He gets impaled down finally for the first time in this game, but a wall will meet his end. Meanwhile, Han Summer just has the right click. A wild growth saved his life in the back of the fight as G2 take down 3 and now Baron for sure at 20.5 minutes.
It's a quick pit stop for G2 on the way towards a very clean game 1 win. They'll move over towards the Baron. Dragonstone is there in 2.5. Maybe.
Maybe. Set up by Broken Blade as The Ornn tanky enough with 1.5 items. There's no real damage threat right now from GIANTX unless they land everything. But as Demolish is taking the bot lane turret, as Caps disappears, as they send it. Fate Seal finally, wild growth on Han Summer at half HP. He gets flashed on, he's burning, about to die, but here comes SkewMond, as Hans will survive at 1 HP. GIANTX defend, and they finally got to send their ultis. Surprisingly enough, G2 got sent back.
G2 do get sent away. It was a good engage from Jackies that ended up closing the distance on towards Han Summer.
On a ward between Worlds. John is not going to be in this one for very much longer. Caps will take another victim at 10,000 gold and 25 seconds for a draping here. Caps is a little bit low on the mana bar. His ulti's not up. He does have Proto Belt here as Jackie's Q3 just out of range. Fate Sealed not up and available either. He's going to snap back to his Soul Unbound. And he teleported for that. GIANTX now 5 members on the bottom side of the map, and Han Summer's going to push top.
Soul taken. G2 just setting up the rest of the map in their favor. Yeah, G2 turns out they played fairly well on stage.
Yeah.
In front of the crowd too.
You know, we come back from internationals, have like a 6-day break, and then we're thrown into the split. And it's called the Forge God comes through. It seems like this time around they've finally gotten their foot together. Impale does connect on the SkewMond. Caps goes between worlds. Jackie's Fate still gets flushed away from, but the wild growth. Han Summer gets a knock-up thanks to Labrov. And even though G2 get tested a little bit for a 10,000 gold lead, Inhibitor still goes down, and all the same, the game is slowly ending. It's just GIANTX. Yeah, we are. Sorry. But the Zoomers will help us. As Baron starts, this is round 2, Baron number 2. GIANTX are going to run and send the Hail Mary once again. True Shot Barrage helps out with the leash. Caps goes in between the Veil, wants to send it across the Veil and between the worlds. Isma's going to get knocked up. The tidal wave stops to call the Forge God. He gets knocked up, but Baron's still gone. A pillar out, a searing charge threatened, and G2 get it cleanly. The zoning from Broken Blade makes sure that GIANTX can't step any up. We'll quote on more of that later, and he can have his response on the AD after this. As Isma looking for the engage flash Impale. It's onto a Bellows press into the air. The Scorpion won't come down. Han Summer will take a free kill as he flashes away from some kind of engage. Mystic shot after Mystic shot. It's Noah's trying to find the play. Arcane shift away. Here comes Call the Forge God as well. Tidal Wave flashes over. Broken Blade misses though. Caps. He will not. He's between world. Finds another victim. And G2 finally putting the finishing touches on this game as the Nexus turrets are coming up next.
Valiant effort from GIANTX, but it's an effort that's not too much. Jackie's wants one kill, but cannot find it as G2. It's not quite the perfect game, but it's damn near close.
It is kill-less for GX. Equalizer down. Jun about to hit the ground, and G2 safe and sound. Next Nexus turret drops down. The Nexus is bare 15-0. On Spanish ground, GIANTX obliterated by the best the region's ever seen.
Holy moly, G2, that was clean. They didn't stand a chance. The whole time I was kind of just waiting for GX to get going, but bot lane fell apart, mid lane fell apart solo, and bit by bit G2 just kept going.
The ammo for Jack Spectre, you're right, it is pretty good for today.
Good guys, G2. They just wanted to give GX a little bit more